the things that goofy gun grabbers say, or just goofy gun grabbers, we call it our G3 episode.
Mhm.
Dr. Button Pusher, if you could throw out number 14 for us. So this is from our friends over at K-12 School Shooting Database. They're just a wealth of silliness. And
Content.
yeah, I mean, we produce these videos literally every single day, and almost every single day between K-12 and Davy Hogg, we have something stupid to share with you. All right, so anyway, data suggests no association between having an armed officer and deterrence of violence in these cases. He's talking about schools. An armed officer on the scene was the number one factor associated with increased casualties, folks.
Yes.
So
Yes.
having armed security increases the likelihood of violence and you being harmed. So you don't want security. So look at this. Think of all the money we could save. We don't need TSA at airports. We don't need the Secret Service and paying their salaries. We don't need any of this stuff. What do we even have police for? They only make us more endangered.
Exactly.
What do we have all the security for? Why do we have armed pilots and
Nailed
stuff?
it.
That's nonsense. We're just making people more danger and putting them in more danger.
Yeah, increasing casualties left and right, Tim. It is off the charts.
And if you look at the comments in this tweet, people are saying the exact same thing.
So
like, oh, then I guess we don't need security at the Capitol, don't need security at airports, don't need
that. No.
And sure, maybe he can find some numbers that would maybe hint towards this, but you got to use your brain, folks.
Just a wee bit.
Because he said in past tweets that that these shooters know their targets and they select them because they have security in them. They know it's there. They don't care. I mean, he's trying to push this narrative because what he doesn't want to do is they don't want armed security in schools. They don't want our children safe. They need the violence. I've said this many times. They need the violence because this is how they push their agenda forward. So anytime you come back and say, well, let's just put security in there. Well, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work. It's because security
doesn't work. Security's never worked.
This would be a really great time, Tim, to bring up the New Hampshire psychiatric hospital that happened 2 or 3 days ago when a hardened target detected a threat because he walked through a metal detector. A security guard said, hey, stop, alerted people. Security guard was shot, and then a police trooper who was armed took the threat down. And the only people who died were the gunman and the one security guard who died, a hero, in my opinion. But it doesn't work.
There's a statistic. There's a statistic. Yeah, see? If that armed security guard hadn't been there, he wouldn't have been shot. Somebody else would have, but that's not the point.
Yeah, I mean, and it was a non-story. You know why it was a non-story? Because
the threat was stopped by security.
Mass shooting, because it was stopped by security who was armed. Equal force opposed equal force, and the good force won. It is not difficult. If you have evil out there, meet it, face it, fight it, destroy it. Good talk.
I mean, how mentally deficient do you have to be to think that security is a bad thing?
Very, 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 very.
But he's only making the case for schools, right? Because you'll never hear him make the case for taking away the security around Joe Biden. You'll never hear him say take security out of airports. No. That's critical, folks, to safety, just not in schools.
Or banks.
These people are morons, dude. But he's got some number somewhere that proves that this is true. The security in schools just doesn't work. It just works everywhere else. We got to do something different. Oh, I know what it is. Ban guns. That'll fix it.
Boom, done. You know what this reminds me of? I think this is an important key point to this. The left does this all the time. Gun controllers particularly are bad about it. But they will always say a well-known societal norm. Like, for example, security does deter crime. That's a well-known norm. That's why there's entire security firms. That's why there's an entire whatever.
It's a huge industry, yes. But completely useless. It just puts us at risk.
Completely useless. It's just made because of some unknown biases in someone's brain from 25 years before we were born. We inherited that bias, and therefore, because that bias exists, security is necessary. But if that bias didn't exist, then we would not have to have security. Really, it's all just a figment of our imagination, and it's just something that we have constructed socially. It's not within. I mean, it is the most bizarre. It's like, no, guys, people steal things. Security says stop that. They don't. There's penalty of law. It's why we have police forces for the last 100, 200, 300 years. It's not difficult, but they try to convince you outside the realm of normalcy that you're the crazy one. And I'm like, what?
I know.
It is the most bizarre thing, dude.
The mental gymnastics being played here is stellar.
It's so weird.
And this guy takes himself seriously. That's what's so funny is this moron takes himself seriously. he and we go back and forth. He'll make posts that jab me, and I'll go back and every single post he makes, I'm right there in his comments, including on this particular tweet. And I even told him he's going to get his own episode today. Yep, it's like okay, this is the pinnacle of stupidity for this week. So congratulations, you get your own episode. So here it is, Davey. His name is Dave too. So
wow, maybe it's a Dave thing. Parents don't name your kids Dave.
Don't name your kids Dave. Yeah, because apparently it brings about morbid stupidity. Yep. Sometimes, not always. To our David watchers.
Next one.
Okay, go ahead.
To our David watchers. No, you do this one. This one's you. This is glorious. This is your segment. I'm just excited for number 15.
Okay, number 15. All right, so this is a tweet from a viewer. Thank you so much. And they tagged ATF in this one, and and they linked to one of our videos. It says, "We get it." Braden at LOA, that's our dear Braden sitting right here. And then Mac Arms, that's me on Twitter, exposed some things. And now you're trying to use the people to cover yourself like any government agency looking for a scapegoat. Oh boy. I love our viewers.
I look forward to being audited. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
So anyway, I just want to tell everybody right now, I have no intentions to unalive myself. I don't do anything illegal. I cross my T's, dot my I's. I'm federally licensed.
And you have no pistol braces.
Yeah, I'm perfectly clean over here. So if something happens, just know. Oh my goodness, man.
Wait, hold on, Tim. This is important. You don't have any nondescript pieces of metal laying around, do you?
No, heck no. I don't have anything laying around.
Good. Yeah. Okay, good. That's good. That's good.
Oh, man.
So thanks, Mr. Viewer.
Right? Oh, no. I mean, go ahead and tag us in tweets. I mean, I go over and razz ATF every once in a while myself. They have it coming. I swear, I've said this at times, and matter of fact, I got a suspension on Instagram for doing it because they also ATF tweets or Instagrams. And I would go over there and they would post stuff, just completely insane. Right. It's almost like they were trying to get negative responses from the viewers, which they always get. They get ratioed in every post they make. And I made a post, just a simple post saying, I'm at this point convinced that the ATF account is a pure troll account. That's they're only here to troll American citizens. Because look at the quality of these posts. And I earned myself a ban on that one. Oh, so horrible. Horrible.
You probably had it coming.
I'm done with Instagram. Oh, it's such a useless service.
Oh, it's pointless, which is why we aren't on there. But dang it, we are on Twitter and we are on YouTube, though. Oh, goodness gracious!
All right.
Well, I think that puts a pretty fine point on today. What do you think?
I think so. So we hope that. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow, and then we're going to go into the Thanksgiving season. We hope that you do have an awesome Thanksgiving. Hopefully, you get to spend time with friends and family, and you get some downtime, kind of recharge those batteries, and get back at it the following week when life continues. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you guys soon.